Let me show you what you do if you come in contact with one of these. You run away. Oh God, what is that? Hi YouTube land world, Humera. As of 3 months ago, I started Humera. I love Humera. Why did I switch to Humera? I used to be on 2 medicines, Remicade and methotrexate. Those 2 medicines were not working for me, so my doctor said, let's try Humera. Well, I tried Humera, and now I'm on Humera. What is Humera, you might ask? Humera is a medication that is given to you in the form of self-injections. And I know that sounds really scary, but I'll get into that later on in the video. Humera is also known as adalimumab. Cannot say it. This is what the box looks like, and this is what it is. I'll have it down here in the video so you can see what it's also known as, but Humera is just the brand name that we know it as, and also it's a lot easier to pronounce. I like that anyway. So Humera is also known as a TNF medicine. TNF stands for tumor necrosis factor. Humera works by binding TNF and helps block the process of, I'm reading this right from the website, block the process of inflammation in the intestines that's caused by Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. Because TNF blockers, including Humera, affect the immune system, they can lower the ability to fight infections and may cause other serious side effects. Remicade also lowered my immune system a lot, so I'm pretty much used to living with a lowered immune system and I get along okay. I'm going. That's basically what Humera is, how it works, and it's taken mostly for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. I've also heard of other people taking it for rheumatoid arthritis or other autoimmune conditions as well. Side effects of Humera. There could be a lot of possible side effects with Humera. Some of the ones listed on the website, you can get infections, cancers on there. Humera, actually there's like a small percentage, and this is the same thing with Remicade too, that there's a chance that you could develop lymphoma. You can get certain infections, obviously, because your immune system's lower, you have a more chance of getting sick. You can get an allergic reaction to the medicine as well, all this other stuff, and the list kind of goes on, and you can check it out on Humera. Literally, it's humera.com, and you can go look at frequently asked questions and just find out as much information you'd like to know about the medicine that I haven't explained to you. Other random side effects you could get: muscle aches, a cough, like fever and chills, stomach pain, feeling really tired. It takes a little bit of energy out of you. So these are a lot of side effects. I haven't experienced many of these side effects. The only side effects I really feel, sometimes I get a pain in my stomach, and when I had to take the starter kit of Humera, which I'll get into later in the video too, I was having really sharp pains in my stomach, and then they would go away, and I still get them a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was before, and I feel like it's just something I'd rather have than all the side effects I'd get from Remicade and methotrexate. So far, Humera has been a godsend. The only thing I have to complain about it is the pain during the injection, which I will also talk about in just like 1 second. Now it's time to talk about how do I use Humera. Unfortunately, you cannot take Humera by pill. You need to inject it inside of you. There's 2 forms of injections that you can have. When my doctor said I should first try Humera, I wasn't really worried because I'd already been used to IV infusions. I'm used to getting poked all the time, and then taking methotrexate. I'm used to giving myself a self-injection. If you're curious about methotrexate and that form of self-injection, please go ahead and click the video that's here. There'll be a link to it. You click the video, it'll take you right to the video, and you can see a little video of me describing about methotrexate, and I also have a video of me actually giving myself a self-injection. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested. Unlike methotrexate, when I would give myself a shot once every week, Humera, you give yourself a shot every other week. But when you're first starting Humera, you have to go through a starter set for your first month. So basically how it works, the first time you use Humera, you have to take 4 shots in 1 day. It's pretty terrible. Easily the most painful shots I have ever gotten in my life. And I don't say that to scare you because Humira is totally worth it. So first time you get 4 shots at once, and then 2 weeks later you have a little recoup period. 2 weeks later then you take 2 shots at once. And then after that, every 2 weeks, you only take 1 shot and then you're pretty much good. So there's 2 types of injections that you can give yourself. With methotrexate, it was more of a here's an empty syringe and here's a vial. Now give yourself a shot. Humera is a lot different. The first difference with Humera is you have to keep it in the fridge. So in my fridge, I just keep my boxes of Humera next to my iced tea and my strawberries, but I'm not worried about anybody accidentally eating it. If they did, they'd be in for a big surprise. Humera always comes in pre-filled syringes or pens. So the pen is what I started out with, and I saved one for you. This is what the pen looks like, and it's this giant pen. Here's the Sharpie. So as you can see, the pen is like pretty large. If you take a marker, it's still larger than that. So it's this giant thing. It's not really a pen.
You'd have to write like this or something. That'd be weird.
Here's the pen, and the pen is way more easy to use than the syringe, and I saved a syringe for you. This is what the syringe looks like. Let's talk about the pen first. So the pen is the most painful way to give yourself a Humera shot. It's not that the actual injection itself hurts. It's when the medicine is going inside, it stings and burns. It's very painful. But how the pen works is in this little window. Before you give yourself the injection, I've already used this one, obviously. It has a yellow. Before you give yourself the injection, this will have a clear liquid in it, and you'll be able to see the Humera medicine. When you give yourself the shot, it's gonna turn yellow. First time I experienced Humera, I had to inject 4 of these into my stomach. Actually, I didn't inject it, my mother did. What you do is on the pen, there's a number 1 and a number 2, and if you can count, you know that you rip this side off first. Oh God, what is that? Basically, this side is the side that you're pressing against. Pretend this is your stomach. You're pressing against your stomach. Probably can't see it, I don't know, but I'm getting really close to you, and there's a needle in there. It's going to stab you. You take number 2 and pull it off. Now the whole pen is ready. This side that goes on your stomach, and this side is the part where you're gonna press down, and when you press it down, you're gonna hear a big click. The needle is going to be injected into your stomach, or wherever you give yourself the injection, it'll be injected into you, and then the medicine will be injected into you as well, obviously. And then you'll hear like a click, 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 and then this part will turn yellow, and as soon as it's all yellow, you just lift it right up. And then you're done. They say it usually takes like 10 seconds. It doesn't take 10 seconds, it's faster than that. I usually do it on my stomach for both types of injections. We tried it on my like back thigh once, and it hurt way worse than any of the ones on my stomach did. I usually just grab some stomach and put it in. Usually with the pens, I've tried to have someone else do it for me. So my mom did like the first 4, and then my boyfriend's helped me a lot, and he realized that if he took my stomach and he didn't just do it directly, he'd like do it to this side with like grabbing the stomach because it's subcutaneous. Did I say that right? So it's not gonna go in your muscle. So he'd do it, he'd grab the stomach, and then he'd put it like at an angle, but still like press down, but at an angle before he pressed the button. And that seemed to hurt a lot less than just going straight into it. But yeah, so you just press it, and then you just press the button down, and then you wait, and then you pull it out. And for me, in my experience, the actual pen hurts worse, even though it seems a lot easier to use, but it's a scary giant thing. After using this, I went to my doctor and I was like, why? Would you rather have the syringe? And I was like, yeah. He ordered me the Humera syringe, and this is the other type of shot you can give yourself. Regardless if you get a pen or a syringe, it comes in a box like this, which like I said, you keep in the fridge. Here's the packet, and here's the syringe, and it's pre-filled. The nice thing about Humera is in the pack, it comes in 2 in a box, and in the pack, they give you alcohol swabs, so you don't have to go buy a bunch of other ones. So watch your hands, obviously. peel it off. You can see the liquid, that's the Humera. And so basically, this is what your syringe looks like. You peel it off, and then I saved one of my old needles for you. I know I need to get rid of it, but basically, it's gonna look like this, except there's gonna be liquid inside. And so you take it out of the container, you wipe off your stomach or your leg, wherever you want to do it. I prefer stomach, it's a little less painful for me. One big tip, regardless of if you're using the pen or the syringe, you do keep it in the fridge. Hurts more when it's right out of the fridge. So what I would do is take it out, let it sit for like 30 minutes, and then do it. Don't let it sit for too long because it is supposed to be refrigerated at all times, but don't give it to yourself right after it's from the refrigerator because it will hurt and sting even more. Like I said, it doesn't hurt when the needle goes in. It hurts when you're injecting the medicine, more like a burning, stinging feel that makes you not happy. So you take the syringe, you clean up, whatever, then you pull this, and here's the needle. Woohoo! Nice thing about the syringe is you can do it pretty fast. And I think the thing that hurts the most with the pen, shoots it in really fast, and the pen's needle, it's a lot more big than this needle. And I'm gonna insert some pictures right now. When my mom and I were really mad after giving me the pen one day, because I was in abrupt pain, and we decided to break it open with I don't know what we used, but we broke it open, and you can see what the inside of the pen looks like. So I hope you're enjoying those pictures. Nice thing about these is it hurts when you're getting it done, and it hurts for like a minute after, but after that you're fine and you're happy-go-lucky. Go enjoy your life for the next 2 weeks anyway. So these are the 2 injections you can get Humera in. Really not that bad. Like I said, you just do it, you get it over with, and these are a lot easier. I'd recommend getting the syringe, even though it seems a little more scary because you have to like stab yourself, but it doesn't hurt when you stab yourself. It hurts when you're injecting the medicine, but just keep going, keep going. I usually try to like watch a TV show or something, or like listen to like music I like while it's happening, and have other people do it for you, but make sure that they know how to inject you, and they've either watched videos on it or had your nurse explain it to them or seen you do it before. Like I said, this video isn't really how to inject yourself, so don't just watch this video and think you know totally how to inject yourself. Make sure your nurse teaches you. I had already known how to give myself injections, so this wasn't like a big thing for me, but my nurse was really helpful as well for that. And there's a 24-hour nurse hotline for Humera, and it's a 1-800 number. I'll put it at the bottom of this video. I believe you can ask for help at any time of day. Also pretty cool, the Humera website, if you sign up for it, you can get emailed reminders of when you need to give yourself your Humera. So that's really nice. Overall, I have experienced great things with Humera health-wise. It's helped me a lot. Basically, overall, I really like Humera. Hopefully this can get me off of prednisone. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment, etc. And I will try to answer them the best of my ability. That's pretty much all for now. My next video is going to be on my hermit crabs, and that should be up within the next week. And I hope you're all doing lovely and well and all of that stuff. That's it. I will talk to you in the next video. Bye!